Good morning and welcome to episode 1636 of Hard Factor. It is Wednesday, January 29th, 2025. Happy Lunar New Year. The year of the snake, guys. Funny enough. Now we
snake
know
farts.
Yeah, snake fart. So, year of the snake fart.
Year of the snake.
Happy Lunar New Year to you.
Happy Lunar New Year to you too.
Thank you.
Happy Lunar New Year to you.
Yes. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. 80% accuracy guaranteed on this podcast. Patreon.com/Hard Factor. If you need more Hard Factor. Today, I'm gonna get you some government updates, some news from the government. I don't know if they need you to know it, but you can find it out during that segment. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's some of the funnier ones, I guess you could say that are out there. Not nothing heavy, you know.
Okay.
Good.
Keep it light on a Wednesday.
Okay. We're ready for it.
I mean, you don't need to. Okay. Anyways, then Mark, what do you got on deck?
Well, I've got like some advice on how to give birth, like the method of giving birth. So listen up if you're in the market. If you're pregnant or expecting or like you want to get pregnant, like I got some good advice for you.
Is that, yeah.
And then China, happy New Year. They're back with some robot antics. Speaking of which, with the accent, on my Instagram feed, you know that disease where like the Irish lady like woke up with an Asian accent. I saw a new like British lady with brown hair this time, and she claims she has that accent too, where she like got a head injury and she woke up with an accent. So she's like this like British chick, or maybe she was American, but she was a white woman with brown hair. And they were like, say battery charger, and she goes, battery charger.
What are these people doing?
I love that fake disease.
Yeah. That's a new that's that. So we'll have to check her out.
It seems to always be it goes Asian every time, it seems like.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It every single time it goes Asian.
I wonder why that. It's just got to be for the joke.
Because it's bullshit.
Yeah, because they just want to do the accent.
Yeah,
because it's a made up thing.
Yeah,
from a psychopath.
Yeah.
It's crazy that there's multiple people that have done it.
Oh yeah, well they get attention every time.
And then we got Wes is well he's hitting us around the bases today. He's batting third and last. What do you got, Wes?
I got a story I only did so I could do the Indian voice about a terrible murder over there in India, and just how easy it is to get away with murdering your wife in India. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's this guy's a real son of bitch. Yeah.
Excited to hear the narration on that one. Yeah.
Tomorrow I'm going to do the South African miners. I didn't dig into it enough, but that story is insane. My stories are a little bit more silly today, but the
you're saying today you're tame. Tomorrow
today is going to be light, like you said. Tomorrow is going to be intense. Yeah.
Thank you, Colin.
Thanks, Colin.
Live chat. Thank you.
Says we're handsome.
Well, appreciate that.
Yeah. These dudes are super handsome and not in a non-gay way.
Cool, man.
Hands omen
can be gay. Well, Colin's never been a master speller, as we've seen from the Discord.
Right. That could be autocorrect. Yeah.
He just types
all right
real quick.
Yeah. It's content, not grammar with him.
He talks like he's got that disease. Yeah. He types like he's got that fake disease. Yeah.
I've got a little of that going on though. I mean, I'll just go ahead and plow right through a very misspelled text message or post. And
I also am bad with spelling, but
go ahead.
The thing I'm worst with is punctuation in text. I just do absolutely none. So like, to me, I'm reading it and like, you understand, right? But there's no commas ever. So it's probably just completely misconstrued every single time I said anything.
It works with people you communicate with all the time. It doesn't work with people that you don't text with all
Not a single comma in any of my texts ever.
See, I've got Grammarly set up all my stuff. So
And
I'm
your text?
Look at you.
yeah, because of the text too. I'm
So
a punctuation wizard.
it's impressive, Wes.
I'm almost too good at it to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a red flag.
It is
You gotta have some errors in there.
really AI.
Do you ever just like include an error just to make sure, just to give a little personal pizzazz?
Not in my emails. I go AI all the way.
Emails is a little bit different. I'll put some punctuation. I'm talking about like text or Discord or like any sort of chat. But yeah, I mean, how insecure are you with the perfect grammar on this? Like,
Yeah, very.
Yeah.
Very.
Yeah.
You know that.
What's this guy so insecure about? He's got perfect text. Yeah.
I hear you got the sniffles too, Wes.
Dude, I'm so sorry. It's so annoying. It's more annoying to me, I promise. But yeah,
something's going through my house too.
Neurovirus, whatever it's called. It's the one that makes you throw up for 48 hours.
No,
it's just literally just the sniffles.
Yeah, colds.
Well, that's way lamer.
Yeah,
I think kids are getting colds right now. I don't know why they're getting them. Okay, let's get into the news here. Let's do the news. New White House press secretary Caroline Leavitt, Leavitt,
Levitt to Beaver.
Levitt or Leavitt. She announced this about the New Jersey drones on Tuesday.
You have news directly from the President of the United States that was just shared with me in the Oval Office from President Trump directly, an update on the New Jersey drones. After research and study, the drones that were flying over New Jersey in large numbers were authorized to be flown by the FAA for research and various other reasons. Many of these drones were also hobbyists, recreational, and private individuals that enjoy flying drones. In time, it got worse due to curiosity. This was not the enemy. A statement from the President of the United States.
There you go. There you have it.
They came up 3 months later.
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying in the text. Like, why couldn't they just say that at the time? They said the explanation was, well, it was either like military research or private research or rich people with
no one from the FAA wanted to come out in the past 3 or 4 months.
The FAA says everything is cool. Yeah, they could have just said it at the time. Like instead of saying
all the smoke and mirrors, if that's the case,
shutting down the airspace. Yeah, a little bit weird. So
to me, that reads, "Attention, retards! Everything is fine."
Yeah, basically, that's the statement from Trump.
I can't wait.
Us all being the R words.
Yeah.
Well, he said, but in a different way, because he's saying everything. He's like, everything you said it was. That's what it was. That's exactly
right. I mean, they didn't even come up with what.
Yeah, that's it. She said it's everything everybody said it was. One of those things, and the FAA approved it. So
if they hadn't said anything, we all would have forgotten about it anyway.
Yeah, I had forgotten about it because I'm stupid. So I guess I should just go with what they said.
I'm gonna go with it.
Yeah, Caroline's like, yeah. So everybody said, yeah, it was probably the government looking for radioactive material. It's probably the government doing research with the drones. It's probably a rich person doing research with the drone. And she's like, yeah, okay, well, that's what it was. And then she said that via Trump, but Trump, the statement said it's everything everybody said it was. One of those things.
I'm gonna take it at face value, eat horrible foods, and not work out.
The drones. Yeah, no, I mean, I think that's the message basically. Caroline,
I cannot wait till she gets angry at someone. I'll tell you that.
Wes, I was just going to say the same thing. A spark plug. Caroline Leavitt or Levitt. At 27 years old, she's the youngest White House press secretary ever. I can't wait as well, Wes, to see clips of her fighting with reporters very soon, because it's going to happen, and I'm excited.
I hope she scolds someone that looks just like me in the press corps.
Oh yeah, I bet you would. She's
a little terse. Is that right? A little short.
Oh yeah, I mean, she's gonna give it to you straight.
Yeah,
raw. Yeah.
Next question.
She's gonna dress you down, Wes. Really show you who's in charge.
Yeah. If someone that has credentials to the White House can, look like me one day and then ask a ridiculous question, I would really appreciate it.
Yeah, just a guy. Fuck your tie up first. Maybe put a stain on your shirt.
Yeah.
And then she needs to. And then Caroline, if you could just lean over a desk
Yeah.
grip the edge of the desk while you explain
Yeah.
You like to get talked down to?
just
Call
how
me-
stupid that reporter is.
Yeah.
Tell me what a piggish question it was.
Yeah.
You idiot. You moron.
Oh, you could probably get AI to do that for you. But anyway,
Yeah, probably.
I mean, I can't wait to see that because it's going to be exciting.
That'd be a
It's
good
gonna
video
exciting.
series, Wes. You can green screen it and pretend like you're in the room, and then
Yeah.
AI her scolding you every time. That's funny.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna happen.
Sure, the dipshit again.
Every time she gets mad, Wes just
She's like-
posts a reaction video.
She first addresses you with, "Is that a mustard
Ooh.
stain?"
Ooh, new reaction
Yeah.
video coming out.
That'd be a good running gag. Over in the tech world, Google announced Monday that they will honor President Trump's executive order to change the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. Much protested, but it will happen. Not really sure if this was actually an announcement, really just a clarification that Google uses government databases to get their names for places on Google Maps. So, as soon as the Google Maps is updated,
I mean,
government database is updated, so will the name on Google Maps. That's how it works.
I mean, why stop there? Take the Atlantic.
He's doing Mount McKinley. I don't know about the oceans. The oceans are, yeah. America is like, since it's not saying the United States of America, I feel like that one's not as, I mean, an ocean would be much more aggressive. Yeah.
I also heard that we're probably going to see Trump on Mount Rushmore before it's all over.
Is there a spot for another?
We'll just build a bigger one behind everyone.
Yeah,
Or
right,
just
right on top of
towering over
Lincoln.
him.
Right on
Yeah.
top of Lincoln.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
He survived his assassination attempt. Maybe just swap him.
I hope he doesn't do that. Let's leave Mount Rushmore. Feels like it's just it's done. You don't need. You can't go that many years and then add somebody else, right? Like, I mean,
You can.
you can, but it's kind of out of place, right? Like, it's like those guys. What's the last lit? What was the? It's been like over 100 years since one of those dudes was
Who
alive.
is on Mount Rushmore? Let's see.
Yeah, so
Oh man, you're
it's
just quizzing.
Washington.
Roosevelt, Jefferson, Lincoln, and Washington.
Duh.
Yeah,
You can give us enough
yeah,
time.
exactly. So Wes, what was the like? Teddy Roosevelt was probably the most recent of any of those, right? And so,
Don't know. Hang on. I'll look it up. You can continue.
I'm just saying that's a long time. It's a long gap. It's kind of like, I don't know. It's like putting yourself on a team, but you weren't even like in the remotely the same era of the other players on the team.
Mount Rushmore is kind of insane to begin with. Just giant faces of old presidents etched into a mountain.
yeah.
It's insane.
It is a little crazy, especially. Yeah, I mean, yeah. But I mean, they want to honor themselves because they did such a good job.
Like if you knew nothing about America and you were just wandering around and you see this fucking mountain with 4 faces on it, it's like, holy shit. Like I'm gonna get killed here. Like what the hell is going on here?
In America's defense, they had to fight a lot of like they had to go through a few wars where other people were worshiping statues of the leaders. So maybe it bled over a little bit,
Like if you were a black guy and you like are on a spaceship and you landed in front of Mount Rushmore, you just take right back off.
Yeah. It's not a good place to land.
wrong planet.
Yeah.
Well, I think we better get out of here quick.
Right.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Mount Rushmore is insane.
Yeah.
I think they built it all at once. I think I can't find a. I think it was like
They did it all at once. They did
Yeah.
the Mount Rushmore. I was saying like which
Yeah.
of those presidents, because they've all been dead for so long. I was just like, I feel like it's weird to add a current person with that set of people.
Who's
It's like,
who's the brains behind Mount Rushmore? Who gave that?
I
Who
think it
gave
was
someone?
Roosevelt?
Who
Right?
gave someone
Wasn't it
hundreds of
Roosevelt?
millions of dollars? It was built. Wait, it was
Who
built in
did-
1927. Okay,
Roosevelt died in 1919.
400 men sculpted those 60-foot faces.
Okay, so it was like Roosevelt's like his male lover who commissioned it for him posthumously. Whoever.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
like Colin says in the chat, I mean, they look like gods. It's like, you know, you get statues of like
Yeah.
Jesus, like Mary the Redeemer and all this shit, and then you've got 4 like dudes' faces, giant faces in a mountain.
Yeah,
It's insane.
It's weird, yeah. It's also very unimpressive.
have you been there?
Yeah.
I figured it kind of would be, but I've never been, so I just kind of figured what you imagine it like is way cooler than it actually is, because it's probably just like the side of a hill that's carved out.
Yeah. 1 minute, you got it, and you can leave.
Yeah.
Is there anything else to do around there?
I don't remember. I was doing I was filming for Sturgis. Well,
It's like that was it moment.
Yeah, you just confirmed my worst fears about Mount Rushmore. I figured maybe it was kind of that way.
Went to Devil's Tower. That was nothing as well.
Okay. The Corn
Like,
Palace.
you did
Corn
go to
Palace
Devil's
in
Tower.
South Dakota.
Corn Palace is pretty pathetic too, but
Hey, they got a Cabela's though by the Corn Palace, you know, and you could go pheasant hunting. So there's
the
that.
Badlands are cool.
I haven't been out there. Cool. All right. Well, speaking of Google, who's going to update that Gulf of America thing, and their home state, California, is obviously not taking this new Trump presidency so far the greatest, right? You know, it's like of all the states that are not going to have the greatest time with Trump 2.0, I mean, California's probably like top of the list, right? Massachusetts, California, which one's worse? New York, Massachusetts, California. Choose. I mean, who's having a harder time? One of those 3 is the hardest.
Well, one of them,
Yeah,
only one of them
California.
had massive fires.
Yeah, it's true.
been
So I mean, that's on top of Ooh.
Yeah.
Salt on the wound,
Massachusetts
right.
doesn't really have like a huge homeless problem. They're all just rich.
Yeah. So as you
Or
can,
maybe
as,
a little,
as
maybe
you,
Boston, but yeah.
as you could guess, you know, stuff's changing out there because you know people are having some reactions to the new presidency. An unusual Wales tweets breaking: California Secretary of State Shirley Weber, 1B, so Weber, I don't know, has approved a campaign to gather signatures petitioning for a vote on whether California should leave the United States and become an independent country, per Newsweek. And I looked into it. It's not per Newsweek. It's per actual. The main proponent of the Cal exit measure that they want to get on the ballot, Marcus Ruiz Evans. He is a resident of Fresno, California. He must collect 546,651 signatures from registered voters by July 22nd, 2025. So Marcus has 6 months here to get those 500,000 plus signatures to get the secession measure on the 2028 California ballot. Then citizens could vote in 2028. Does California want to become its own country and leave the United States?
Hasn't Texas tried to do this a bunch? This is bullshit.
Yeah. They're going to take their scorching state and go home.
They are, Wes. And I don't know the stats on Texas, Mark, but California is 47.7% federal land. So little bit of a sticky
build some Mount Rushmores out there.
Little bit of a sticky situation there with who gets that federal land inside that area you're claiming from the United States. So if they were to vote to secede, that would get hairy, right? Because I would imagine the United States would go to war over the 5th largest economy in the world. So,
I mean, it would really certainly help the Republicans out to have them not voting. I mean, it would just make the Republican Party would win every election.
True, but also California's court. Then they would have the Republicans going to war with them, literally.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna get legs.
Of course not. It's the stupidest thing ever. Just like when Texas talks about it. Yeah, and that's what's going on. Those are the funniest updates from the government that are out there.
Nice.
Looking forward to Levitt being on that podium.
You purposely asking stupid questions, just getting chubbed up. All
What
right.
do you think about California and their plan to secede, Miss Levitt?
Something tells me the 500,000 people that signed the petition to secede are going to have their information taken by data brokers.
Oh yeah. Oh
A lot
yeah.
of times when you sign up for those things with your name and your email address, oops, data brokers get them because data brokers get everything. You get a lot of spam calls, huh? I'm talking to everyone. Everyone's like, yup.
Yeah.
Get a lot of spam emails. Maybe you've actually had identity theft happen to you. I almost got my pants scammed off recently by a genius. They're getting better. And data brokers just keep taking your information and giving them to these geniuses who are assholes. And they're just trying to rip you off, trying to rip you off, trying to rip grandparents off. But don't worry, because we're partnered with DeleteMe, like the number one
Yes.
company in the world to get your information, to help you protect yourself with your information online so that data brokers can't give this stuff to scammers. So all you got to do is sign up with them if you don't want to get stalked or doxxed or scammed. It'll help.
Better than not signing up.
It works too. I've absolutely noticed a lot less spam calls since signing up with them.
That's because the data brokers don't have your information because DeleteMe deleted it. So
Yeah, it's awesome.
There you go.
Yeah.
Proof's in the pudding, as they say.
It really works.
you just have to sign up, provide DeleteMe with exactly what information you want deleted, and their experts take it from there. They're like, hey, look at all these data brokers that are giving out your information. You want us to stop that? And you're like, yes. DeleteMe sends you regular personalized privacy reports showing what info they found, where they found it, and what they have removed. DeleteMe is not just a one-time service because you do this once, but then more data brokers are going to get your shit later after you go on different websites or sign different petitions or whatever. So you got to keep doing it every once in a while.
You think Marcus Ruiz is being super careful with the signatures and the information, the personal information?
No, he's just trying to cross the finish line. So data brokers are going to get it. So it's not a one-time thing. They'll keep doing it for you. They'll be like, hey, look, new data brokers got your stuff. You want this deleted?
Hey, maybe
yes,
he wants
please.
to make a quick buck, after he turns that thing in.
That's right. Who doesn't? To put it simply, DeleteMe does all the hard work of wiping your and your family's personal information from data brokers' websites, which is awesome. So yeah, all you got to do is to take control of your data and keep your private life private is sign up for DeleteMe. Now, at a special discount for our listeners today, you get 20% off your DeleteMe plan by texting hard factor, one word, jam it in there, to 64,000. Text hard factor to 64000. That's hard factor, one word, to 64,000. Message and data rates may apply. See terms for details. All right, now I got another life hack for you besides DeleteMe. For anyone expecting or planning on having a baby, you know how some people don't have their birthings in hospitals. Some people do at-home births, water births. Some people have it in the car.
Yeah.
On the way to the hospital or in a parking lot.
Man, it stressed me out, man. I can't. No.
My son's mom did that, and it was a big mistake.
Oh, it would stress me out. Were you stressed? I mean, I would imagine.
Oh yeah, we ended up going to the hospital.
Oh
yeah.
Oh, yeah. How many books did you read to prepare for that?
None.
Oh, okay.
No, I read a couple, of course.
Yeah.
Hey,
She's
there's
got
no reading. Yeah, I mean,
you have a midwife there?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Well, you might want to go the parking lot route after you hear what I have to say, because one couple who gave birth, well, the woman gave birth while the man was yelling gross from the driver's seat, gave birth to a healthy baby in a Krispy Kreme parking lot in Alabama this past week. And because of that, they're getting free Krispy Kreme donuts for a year.
Oh, hey, good for them. Good for Krispy Kreme's going to give them 365 donuts for having a baby in their parking lot.
Well, times two, because there was a man and a woman.
Well, that baby came out real glazed, so it fits,
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
One glazed baby, you got
exactly. Looked like a donut.
It looked like it came off of the line.
Yeah.
So it just dropped right there. That baby just dropped right there onto that dirty car mat.
Yeah, well, they tried. So
Okay.
Shania Bennett went into labor this past Wednesday. Okay. And her baby daddy, Keon Mitchell, he's like, we got to go. Started driving her to the hospital, but he wasn't fast enough. And that's when they had to pull into a parking lot because
I thought you were saying you need to stop for Krispy Kreme.
No, yeah, well, coffee and donuts, right? So it's gonna be a long labor potentially, which it wasn't.
My dad stopped for coffee on the way to the hospital when my mom was in labor.
He's like, I'm gonna be up.
Yeah, he's
for a
like, I'm
while.
gonna be a lot better if I can just let me have this.
This hospital coffee is going to be bullshit. You know it. So I got to get some.
Oh man. So Shania was crowning, so they pulled over. This was also not 100% their fault. It was mostly their fault, but this was during that big winter storm that hit the South. We covered Louisiana getting like 16 inches.
Right. Okay.
So they hit snow traffic and they were like, fuck. And then she was like, the baby's coming out. So he had to pull over. And before they knew it, it wasn't 6 to 8 inches of snow, it was 6 to 8 inches of baby coming into the world. So he had to pull over. Shania said, I felt the baby's head at the red light. So once we got into the Krispy Kreme parking lot, I couldn't stop pushing. Then I saw him sliding out and I'm like, come on, come grab him, come grab him. It's an experience to remember. I feel like Superwoman. And she did say Keon did an amazing job. He didn't panic. I don't know how I would have been in that situation, but he remained calm and was like pulled over, helped her. Baby's
Yeah, I mean,
fine.
hopefully they just had like a clean towel or something at least. I mean,
You would hope. Here's the baby, mom and baby doing great. And now everyone gets free donuts.
Hey, you usually don't get anything except for bills when you have a baby. So
yeah.
True. So, I mean, they did avoid a huge hospital bill. Of course, no, they had to go to the hospital to get, no, I mean, they're going to charge them the whole thing. Don't worry.
No, they didn't even go to the hospital. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
They'll never let you get out of it. They're going to charge you for it.
Baby's name is Dallas. And while Krispy Kreme was closed during Dallas's birthday, the manager did say free donuts for a year to the whole family. You know, thank you for having a kid at Krispy Kreme.
That's feel good, man. I'm glad that everybody's okay. Whew.
So let this be a lesson to any fans of Olive Garden. I wouldn't mind free Five Guys for a year, you know?
Yeah.
True.
You could just go, you could plan it out pretty well.
You could sabotage, your girl and just giving birth in that parking lot.
When you're here, your family.
Go to Fogo de Chao.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Make sure don't go to Outback because they've, it's got to be a place that's not cutting back on restaurants because they're gonna have to be able to afford this. So,
look at the books first.
I wouldn't recommend Red Lobster right now.
Check the health of their portfolio before you try to baby scam them.
For sure. All right, let's head over to the land that had a one baby policy not too long ago, China. And we talked about China's AI absolutely pantsing the US's AI and the stock market yesterday. And I have another AI adjacent story for you because they love robots. Yeah,
they do.
So much so that they are holding the first ever human versus robot half marathon hosted by the Beijing Economic Technological Development Area.
That's awesome. That.
What's that?
So I wonder who's going to win that.
Right. 12,000 humans and humanoid robots.
Humans right now, right? I mean, unless the robots have wheels, humans right now will win.
You're all over it, Will. 12,000 humans and humanoid robots will compete in the 13-mile race where 20 companies will put the robots up against humans. I really hope the Chinese guy who chain smokes cigarettes while running marathons is there to humble those metal bastards. He would fuck them up. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It would be a obliteration. There are a few rules for the robots. You mentioned wheels. They cannot have wheels. So that's good.
Okay. So the humans are going to beat the shit out of the robots without wheels.
They can't have wheels. They must be in the form of an upright two-legged humanoid, and they must be devoid of soul.
Check. Yeah.
They also can't be shorter than 1.5 feet or half the height of a Chinese man, or taller than 6.5 feet. In case they go rogue, because the Chinese would have a tough time with a 6'6" robot.
You can't wrangle. No. Yeah, you can't have a super.
It's like
robot.
Godzilla. Yeah. They made a mistake. So
it's just
they went a little high with 6'5". I'm surprised they went. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the tallest person in the race by far.
This isn't the first time ever a robot will race humans. Back in November, also in Beijing, this freak bipedal robot by the name of Tiangong got a participation medal for finishing the Beijing half marathon. He cheated though. He was entered into the race with only 100 meters to go in the marathon. So he skipped,
it was like a publicity stunt. He
skipped the first 25.9 miles, 26.2 miles. Yeah.
What's cool about this though is that you're going to see which robots can actually make it to the finish line, which I bet a lot of them won't. Like a lot of them are going to just malfunction halfway through the race. Like,
Well, apparently in November, which was what, like two or 3 months ago, Tiangong only got 100 meters and was very unimpressive.
yeah, I mean, these things suck right now for the most part, right? I mean, like I haven't seen many ultra impressive.
Check it out. They released the fastest robot. It can run 8 miles an hour. Here's a video of it doing its thing. It's called the Star 1.
It can run 8 miles an hour.
Yeah, it can run.
It's got a poop.
8 miles an hour. This thing.
Yeah,
so
but
still not faster than a half marathon runner. Probably.
It's got its weight back, which is good form in the running, though.
How far can it go?
It's not too forward heavy.
I mean, probably at least a half marathon. I would.
Yeah,
think.
that thing is that okay. So that thing might beat people. Oh, that sucks. I hope the humans at least get one win.
How frustrating would that be to be out there at a half marathon and a robot just passes you, and that's annoying.
Smokes you. Yeah,
that's annoying. Also, a dog robot called the Raybo 2 finished a full marathon in 4 hours and 20 minutes in China recently. They love robots, but they're not allowed. You can't have a dog robot.
Robots, yeah, it's a different story. I mean, that thing is going to crush a human, probably.
Right. In August, the Chinese are putting on also the same company is putting on a full-on robot sporting event, just robots, no humans, which I can kind of get behind. It'll feature track and field
battle bots. Dude, that's awesome.
Most importantly, outside of track and field races, it's going to feature football, which
that's cool.
Popping heads off. You know what I mean? There's going to be no medical tents.
There's going to be football, robots playing football.
Yeah.
Can we put real human heads on the robots, like cadaver heads? That'd be cool.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to officiate. I wouldn't want to officiate that.
Hey, look, my grandpa just fucking scored a touchdown.
It's like the scene
testing heads
and not another teen movie when the kid gets cut in half at the football game. Yeah, so robots all over China. They're just obsessed.
They are.
Yeah, I like it. And we need to get back into like battle bots. We need to have like US versus China battle bots. That'd be a great show. That'd be great. That'd be a fantastic.
It would be. That would be great.
Fantastic programming right there.
Yeah. Some jousting, some just straight up gladiator games with
Battle Bots was a funny ass show. I remember back in the day when that was on. Like you can laugh to it. You can it's family friendly. But it's also funny enough where people can drink and watch it. Like
you can let it get barbaric is the point. You can have like these robots going 100 miles an hour, tackling so hard that they just destroy each other. And then
they get funny when they get destroyed. Yeah, like there's like
that's what I'm saying. A real human head pops off.
It's not like you have to change the kickoff rules because someone's getting paralyzed. And then
Battle Bots After Dark. Yeah. I mean, I love the show.
Yeah, it's a fun show. I feel like it's still on somewhere.
It is.
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube. All right. Closing it out with a crazy one out of India. Again, doing this just so I can do the voice, but it's fucked up. So, warning, if you don't like hearing about violence towards women, I know there's some of you out there that do. You might like this one, but most of you probably, trigger warning.
Someone just yelled at their wife to shut up because they want to listen.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah. This gentleman is a retired soldier and the real son of a bitch. A man the article only identifies as 45-year-old Gurumurthy. Gurumurthy. This is Gurumurthy. He's a father of two.
An Indian singer from the 60s.
Yeah, he could be in Bollywood.
Yeah,
for sure.
Nice
father.
Mustache. Yeah.
Oh yeah, great mustache. Great mustache. He's a father of two. And this was his lovely wife, 35-year-old Venkata Madhavi. The two were married for 13 years, and you can just
she's cute, but she looks tired in that picture.
You can just tell by the picture she is not in love with Gurumurthy.
No, and she's just looks like she's pretty unhappy and not
she's a battered housewife. Well,
not feeling.
Here's the apartment that they shared together in Hyderabad, and what happened to Venkata in that apartment was very bad in Hyderabad, very bad. So you see, the two had an argument one night. According to Gurumurthy, he shoved his wife like he had done 1,000 times before in their marriage. Only this time he shoved her a little too hard, and according to him, when she hit the wall, she died instantly. Okay.
Oh,
Whoa.
Accident. I pushed her so hard. You see, I am so powerful. You see, that she perished right there in front of me. You see. So,
What are the walls made of?
right. Spikes. Right.
hands around her neck, probably.
Yeah. I mean, okay.
Yeah. So this was back in January 16th, and Gurumurthy reported that his wife left the house after a petty quarrel they had gotten into. Okay, quote, she vanished into light air. That's what he said. So in India, when a woman goes missing and her husband reports it, I think the stat is something like 1,000% of the time she was killed by him. So they were suspicious from the get-go and noticed some CCTV footage that his wife was seen going in the house on the 15th. But guess who didn't come out of the house after that? She didn't. She didn't come out of the house after that. So
only
they brought
Gurumurthy
only Gurumurthy. So
with
they
a
brought,
bag that looked like it contained a human body.
well, no, Will. He was a little bit cleaner than that. So they brought Gurumurthy in for some questions, and at first he denied everything. Then he caved like a poorly made samosa. Here's what he told them. What happened? Okay, he said, "You see, she was quarreling with me, a petty quarrel, and she was aggressing me. You see, she was aggressing me. So I pushed her body.
Oh, no.
I pushed her body away from me, and I did that, and she struck the wall, and she instantly died. Instantly died, I say. I panicked, of course. This is my wife, whom I love, on the floor, dead in front of me, and it is my doing, you see. So in that moment, I had no choice. I had a choice to make, and that choice was to dismember her body, and then I take her body parts, I put them in a large curry pot, and I boil them, much like you would a mutton, to soften the meat. Yes, yes. Then what I decided to do was to put her boiled limbs in my pressure cooker for about 5 or 6 hours in order to soften the bone.
What?
Then about 5 or 6 hours of cooking her body, I used a mortar and pestle to grind down her bones. And mind you, this took a very long time.
What?
In fact, my arm was sore for many days after performing the grinding of the bones. Then I took the bones and the remaining flesh, and I threw it in Mirpat Lake, and the fish ate her body. How about that?
Jeez, how about that? That guy could make a mean mojito.
Yeah. He's like he's like a cleaner for the mob, this guy. So if that wasn't
There's
crazy,
no trace of her?
no trace of her. So here's where it gets really fucked up.
He should have just kept his mouth shut.
He
told them all that.
He told them all that. Yeah. He caved. And even though he confessed to the murdering, boiling, and grinding of his wife, and the police seized the knives, the pressure cooker, and other potential evidence from the apartment, they had nothing because he spent like 7 hours cleaning up like a professional. And of course, he had already ground up her bones and her body and put it in the lake so the fish could eat it. So Gurumurthy told them, I have used that pressure cooker to cook mutton many times, but never have I cleaned it so well than when I used it to cook my wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually her job, probably.
No DNA, nothing was found. So the police took dogs down to the lake. But again, Gurumurthy told them, you will not find a thing except fat fish full of my wife's flesh and ground up bones. And he was right. Nothing. They found nothing. So even though he confessed to the crime, these idiots down at the police station, and it being India, they let him go.
Well, yeah, the chief was like, I have a wife.
Yeah, I think that's the chief of the police station there.
Yeah, they're just gonna hire this guy.
Yeah, like, so mortar pestle, eh? So they said the quote from the police commissioner was, "We cannot go by mere claims. We are collecting all technical and scientific pieces of evidence."
That's a confession. That's not a claim.
That's a confession. Yeah. And as of now, we don't have any reason to believe it was premeditated. It seems like the result of a petty quarrel.
They were petty quarrel?
Yeah.
She was the aggressor.
Petty quarrel.
Oh my goodness.
He's getting off with the petty quarrel.
Yeah. They said,
Whoa.
due to lack of evidence, Garamuti has been freed, and the case is still considered a missing persons case.
Even
But-
though they know that she's in the fish.
yeah, even though they know. But update, after a week of allowing him to be out and escape if he wanted to, which Gurmurthy did not, they did finally arrest him. And they said, the police commissioner said, this is the rarest of the rare case where the accused has no remorse, no guilt. He is fully mentally fit but evil. The way he has behaved shows his nefarious designs and sinister mindset. So they got him eventually, but they still don't have the evidence.
So someone with some reasoning said you can't go with the petty
Right.
quarrel here, guys.
Somebody was like, like somebody finally went to the chief or whatever and was like, he confessed to the murder.
The internet exists now, guys. We can't keep doing this.
And I think if it didn't get out, they would have let him go because it became a big national news story that all the Indian papers covered, and obviously the Daily Mail picked it up, which is where I found it. If that hadn't happened, I'm pretty sure they would have just given up and been like, petty quarrel.
Just rolled their eyes at his next wedding. Uh-oh.
Yeah. So luckily they got him. We'll see if he actually goes to jail for any of this, but they don't have any evidence still because he fucking, like I said, he's a master murderer.
Well, still he confessed though. I mean, surely they have multiple witnesses of the confession, and they, if they're a police force, they probably took notes, right? And made a report about the confession, hopefully, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know.
That's all it takes, really.
That's what's going on over there in Ribera, Dad.
Well, I'm glad I didn't do the mining story now because that would have been too much. That would have been 2 stories that are too much.
Yeah. Anyway.
Wow. I mean, gripping tale. Yeah.
Anyway. R.I.P. to her. Hopefully that guy Gurmurthy goes to jail forever. And that's the show.
Things could be worse. She could be Giramuthi's wife,
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Whoa.
Yeah, pretty fucked up. That's the show. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back tomorrow with a fresh episode. Check out patreon.com/hardfactor for more weekly episodes, extra content, and the Discord channel, which is a great community. So hop in there. Doesn't cost anything to join that, right? Am I right about that?
You can get in the free chat. You can get
$3 a month for all the Discord.
But then it's cheap to just open up all the channels. Yeah,
nothing. And then the Four Man Fridays $5. You get 2 shows for 10, 3 shows for 20. Well, help the guys out. It's a great deal. Anyway, that's it. That's the spiel. We love you. Have a great fucking day.
The cream of the crop.